I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. There will also be a bike rally throughout the streets of Blue Creek and Belize City on February 7th and 14th respectively. All participants will get a free oil change. Check out our Facebook page for more details. Love Your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February, only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, 2 men injured in West Canal shooting. Political analyst says PM is losing ground in Dangriga constituency. PM comments on rise in trade licensing fees and teenager knocked out by mentally ill man in Belmopan. These stories and more are coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So this is how much I work to you then?
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You ought to order.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble? The poor man out there, man. That's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders are too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken!
Oh, yeah.
Like you do all of this?
Yes, with Builders Hardware.
Good evening and welcome to Plus News for Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. I am Julian Cruz. Belize City Police are investigating an attempted murder following a Tuesday night shooting that left 2 men hospitalized. Around 9 p.m. last night, police responded to a report at the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital where they encountered 21-year-old Dion Gladden and 27-year-old Ryan Thompson, both of Belize City. The men were suffering from gunshot wounds and were listed in stable condition. Reports indicate that shortly before 8:50 p.m., Thompson and Gladden were walking onto West Canal when multiple shots rang out. Moments later, they realized that they had been hit and were later transported to the KHMH for treatment. So far, no suspects have been named and investigations are ongoing. Dangriga voters are talking, and the first poll of 2026 issued by political analyst Dr. Philip Castillo offers a picture of voters' perspectives on the local political landscape. The Dangriga constituency has roughly 6,300 registered voters, with 85.5% from Dangriga town, 10.5% from Hope Creek, and 4% from Sarawee village. While the majority of votes come from the town itself, the surrounding villages remain an important part of the equation. Castillo poll shows that current office holders still enjoy support, but there are signs of vulnerability, and emerging political figures are beginning to make an impression on voters. Dangriga Town Mayor Robert Mariano recorded an approval rating of 48.9%, with 34% disapproving and 17% undecided. While residents generally support his work, several voters complain about garbage collection, municipal infrastructure, and employment opportunities. Mariano's approval roughly mirrors his 2021 electoral victory, though it falls short of his 2024 margin. Castillo noted that winning over even a small portion of undecided voters could push his approval above 50%, strengthening his re-election prospects. Two-time area representative Honorable Dr. Louis Zabane recorded a 41.8% approval, with 25.5% of respondents disapproving and 32.7% undecided. Support is strongest in Hope Creek, but weaker in Dangriga Town and Sarawee. Voters voiced concerns about accessibility. In the first poll of its kind in Dangriga, Prime Minister Honorable John Briceño recorded 21.8% approval, with 56.4% disapproving and 21.8% unsure. Residents pointed to economic concerns and issues like BTL's acquisition of SpeedNet, reflecting broader concerns about national leadership. Castillo stated that the next few years will be key for Dangriga politics. How well current office holders and new candidates respond to local concerns will likely shape the political landscape leading up to the next general elections. The PM says Dangriga residents embrace him contrary to popularity vote, and we managed to catch up with the PM earlier today to get his thoughts on Dr. Philip Castillo's popularity poll. The poll shows that the Prime Minister is losing traction in Dangriga, with 56.4% of persons interviewed stating that they are not satisfied with the work he is doing. Residents pointed to economic concerns and issues like BTL's acquisition of SpeedNet, reflecting broader concerns about national leadership. Today, the PM responded to the results of the poll, stating that he is confident in the work that the PUP government is doing in the South.
And that's okay. I mean, you should go and come with me when I go to Dangriga. For the 19th, I was there and everybody was greeting me very, very warmly. I am confident in the work that we're doing. But I think we can talk next year. We have municipal elections. I think that's the best gauge whether people believe that the PUP as a government, if we're doing a good job or not.
Do you believe that you are losing political influence because this deal is on the table?
Well, first of all, remember that's not something that the government is doing. Something that BTL is trying to find a ways how they could continue to increase revenues and increase profits. But that is for something that's separate from the government, and that will work its way out. So I'm not concerned about it.
Several Belmopan businesses have seen sharp increases in their 2026 trade license fees, with some citing up to 700% increase. This is despite a government-announced delay in the new higher fee licensing regime. Area Representative Oscar Mira told the media a few weeks ago that he is working with the City Council to reverse these increases, which should not have occurred under the Deferred 2024 Act. Yesterday, however, the media had a chance to speak with Belmopan Mayor, His Worship Pablo Kawich, about the hike in license fees. He explained that when the new trade board took over, they did a revision of every business in the capital city to ensure that correct calculations and fees were applied. The mayor explained that in doing so, they found several cases where files were blank and those businesses were paying a low trade license fee. He says that because there were no accompanying files to confirm the accuracy of the trade fee those businesses were paying, reassessments were ordered by the trade board. Mayor Kawich says they did not implement the new tax regime, the new tax increase in this regime.
During this approach, a lot of businesses disagreed with the calculation which ended up or the fee that was resulted. We, in cases where businesses approached us to discuss the issue, we explained to them in detail what had transpired, and we did an application of both the existing law, which is the old law, the old trade law, and we also applied the calculations using the new trade license regime that has not taken effect as yet. So let me be clear on that. The new trade license regime has not been implemented by the Belmopan City Council. However, during discussions and negotiations with our businesses, the businesses that did approach us, we applied both calculations and we showed them that usually the new rate, which was implemented or designed for transparency and accountability, usually ends up with a lower fee. So, for example, the old rate charges parking areas as part of its business structure. The new law does not do that. It utilizes a productive footprint.
Even though businesses have seen a significant jump in what they were billed by City Council, Mayor Kawich insists that they did not implement the new license fee increase regime. He explains further.
Well, we didn't implement it. What we did was offer the calculated value of that fee as the new rate to allow the business owners a better value for the fee. Because if the old rate calculates a higher fee, then it's harder for the business to try and accept that fee. Now, there are some additional steps that have arisen since we did that. I was trying to explain the process of how we got to where we are today. So what everyone has gotten so far is the new rate that was calculated based on the reassessment. Now, after those letters went out, I was contacted by central government and the Ministry of Local Government, and I was guided to ensure that no business passes the 10% limit, or the 10% ceiling or floor that that is mandated in the new law. Now, because we are not applying or implementing the new law, the Trade Board was of the belief that we didn't have to adhere to the 10% fee. So this is where the disconnect happened. And since that new rate has been relayed to the businesses, and further discussions have happened, we have now reassessed our analysis to ensure that nobody passes that 10% ceiling or floor.
Mayor Kawich says all businesses will be getting a new letter. Those who already paid the increased fee will have the balance of that placed as a credit towards next year's license fee, or it can be applied to some other payment owed to the City Council. Today, the Prime Minister was asked to comment on the recent spike in trade license fees, and according to the PM, some councils were getting ahead of themselves. But he assures the public that when the new formula comes into effect, residents will not be seeing a crazy increase in their fees.
Some councils may get ahead of themselves, and yes, in some instances, some of them wanted to have these high increases. The law does not allow you to be able to increase. I think I don't know the exact number, but there's only a certain percentage that you can.
10%, but
per
only
year,
for 3 years.
Yes,
PM.
per year. So then no, and then you cannot just increase as much as you want. But we're looking at modernizing the whole tax system and the licensing system. But I can assure that there's nothing whereby you're going to be paying $700 unless if they were charging you $10 when you're supposed to be paying $1,000 kind of thing. Short of that, no.
Attempted murder charge dropped against Charleston Green as key witness fails to appear, and students may have to come back home from Cuba as the situation deteriorates in that country. We'll have more on these stories right after the break.
So this is how much I work to you then?
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You ought to order.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble? A poor man out there, man. That's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders, they're too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken!
Oh, yeah.
Like you do all of this?
Yes, with builders hardware.
Drop it like it's hot.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, and you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice. The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artist coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, O Jah. Tell them that the praise will never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my two-man army, my Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenly's for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Pepperpan. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team. Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carballo and his GCO group. Remember, Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus. Rocking on the world, I said
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
yeah, Jesus.
We recently formed MOUs with the American Hotel and Lodging Education Institute, which is the education arm of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, and also with the American Culinary Federation to do culinary training. We're here to celebrate our accomplishments. And this is not about replacing Belizean cuisine. This is about, we want the Belizean cuisine, we want the Belizean richness and diversity, right? So this is about your skills. You all know what you all learned, so it's about transferring that skill.
We want to inspire this career because, you know, it's amazing. You love what you do, right? And it really is something that I think we can inspire other young Belizeans to undertake. And it's now part of your responsibility as those who have received this training and see a pathway for greater things.
Just to put it into perspective, there's only about 6,000 certified executive chefs in North America. There is only 69 certified master chefs in the world. There is less than 10 certified executive pastry chefs in this entire world. And now in Belize, we have 3 sitting in this room.
Our Belize City is growing because of continued investment. From rehabilitated streets to expanding neighborhoods, significant investments are improving how our city functions and how our communities live. In the last 2 years alone, more than 250 streets have been rehabilitated, representing almost $34 million invested directly in physical infrastructure that improves access and quality of life. At the same time, the city continues to expand. Developments such as the Holy Emmanuel area, also known as Gungulung, reflect increased demand for land and housing as Belize City expands in a more sustainable and resilient way. These planned developments support safer communities and long-term sustainability, contributing to rising property values across the city. Under the Town's Property Evaluation Act, property values are required to be reviewed every 5 years. The last valuation adjustment was done in 2013. This adjustment simply brings property values closer to today's market reality, while the tax rate itself remains unchanged. Let's break it down. For a vacant property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 2% rate, which works out to a payment of $500. Under the new assessment, the property value has appreciated by 40%, making the property now worth $35,000. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 2% of $35,000, which works out to $700. For an occupied property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 10% rate, which works out to $2,500. Under the new assessment, the property's value has appreciated by 18%, making the property now worth $29,500. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 10% of $29,500, which works out to $2,950. To support property owners, your Belize City Council is encouraging residents to take advantage of the ongoing property tax prepayment incentives. Property owners receive 15% off in January, 10% off in February, and 5% in March. And senior citizens receive a 35% discount year-round. Remember, this adjustment represents an appreciation in your property's worth. not a change in tax rates, ensuring continued investment in your city while providing valuable data for informing investors, municipal bondholders, and individual credit assessments. And we want residents to know the law provides a clear mechanism for review and appeal if needed. Those who believe their valuation does not fairly reflect their property have the right to engage the Belize City Valuation Appeals Board. Your Belize City Council remains committed to openness, accountability, and ensuring that growth is managed fairly for everyone. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Come to Banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Now so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquet's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquet fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Now so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight.
Banquet, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
22-year-old Belize City resident Charleston Green has walked free of an attempted murder charge after the Director of Public Prosecutions, the DPP, entered a nolle prosequi at the start of his High Court trial on Wednesday. The matter came before Justice Candace Nanton, but prosecutors discontinued the case after the alleged victim, Dixon Ramirez, failed to appear in court to testify. Green was initially charged in August of 2022 following a shooting incident in which police said they came under fire while intercepting the alleged shooter. As a result, Green faced multiple charges, including attempted murder, grievous harm, use of deadly means of harm upon Ramirez, 3 counts of aggravated assault upon police officers, keeping a firearm without a license, and keeping ammunition without a license. Despite the attempted murder charge being withdrawn, Green was not released. He was escorted back to prison, where he is currently serving a 3-year sentence imposed in 2025 for firearm and ammunition-related offenses and aggravated assault on police officers. Green was sentenced to 1 year for ammunition offenses and 1 year each for 3 counts of aggravated assault. The sentences were ordered to run concurrently, resulting in an effective 3-year term. Those convictions stem from the same 2022 incident. Police allege that after the shooting of Ramirez, Green fled but was later apprehended in possession of a loaded firearm. Green's earliest possible release date is July 2027. Justice Candace Nanton has dismissed a no-case submission in the attempted murder trial of 26-year-old Belize City resident Michael Gladden, ordering that he answers to the charge. Gladden, also known as Wani, is on trial for the attempted murder of 33-year-old Karen Pinto, stemming from a shooting on Sunday, December 20, 2020, in the London Bridge area of Antelope Street in Belize City. At the close of the prosecution's case, defense attorney Ian Gray argued that there was insufficient evidence identifying Gladden as one of the attackers and an absence of proof establishing joint enterprise. Gray also told the court that the victim has since fled to the United States out of fear following the attempt on her life. In response, Crown Counsel Joseph Perez of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions submitted that there was sufficient evidence for the matter to proceed. Perez told the court that the virtual complainant testified she had known Gladden for approximately a year and a half prior to the incident, had seen him weeks before the shooting, and observed him before, during, and after the attack. The Crown further argued that Gladden maintained a continuous presence alongside the principal offender throughout the incident and actively participated, including allegedly touching the principal on the shoulder and stating she done dead, let's go, after the victim was shot and pretended to be dead. Parents concluded that based on the principles in R versus Gilbreth, the case submissions could not succeed. Justice Nanton agreed and overturned the submission, ruling that Gladden must answer to the charge of attempted murder. The trial commenced in the High Court on Friday, February 6, 2026. Earlier this week, Cuba announced that the country is on the brink of running out of jet fuel. 2 weeks ago, US President Donald Trump announced that tariffs would be placed on any country sending oil to Cuba. After that announcement, multiple airlines have announced that they will pause flights to Cuba. The Cuban government, in an attempt to cut back on fuel usages, announced that vital services will keep running and fuel will only be used for food and national defense. Hospitals have reportedly shut down as well. With no fuel, the economy is on the brink of collapse. Today, the Prime Minister was asked if the government is in communication with the Malaysian students on the island. The PM stated that if things get worse, students may need to return home.
My heart, cries out for the people of Cuba, and I condemn what is being done to the people of Cuba, and I think there's no justification for what is being done to them. I could see you can have differences between governments, but when you take actions to be able to hurt people, I think that's something that we should all be very, very concerned. Any human being in the world, I hope that something that we worked on, that be able, for instance, they've been shut off from getting oil in the country, and at that rate, probably sooner or later, we may have to consider whether the students are to come home or not. We have to ensure that they're safe and that their schools are operating and that they have access to food and the other necessities that they need. The embassy is always in contact with them, and every year I know there's some families try to raise funds to send a container load of goods for them. I always help, of course, and many other citizens. But our embassy is in constant communications with the kids and our students, your young men and women. And many times they could go there for the weekend, or if there's an activity, they go to the embassy. It is we feel that it is our responsibility to ensure that they're safe and that they can get the necessary food that they need and other things to be able to live comfortably in Cuba.
Is the government and the police department hindering unions from protesting? That's been the sentiment from numerous unions after their permits to protest were reportedly denied. According to the PM, that's the farthest thing from the truth.
I don't know what you're talking about. As far as I know, whenever they ask to protest, we've always approved their protests. I don't know which protest we've ever
Lately,
approved.
a lot of their permits have been rejected.
That's not true. I know, from what I know about, whenever they ask me, hey, they're okay, that's their right. But as long as then that you are within the law. When you saw the last time when the UDP was out there in that BTL and Social Security trying to disrupt and trying to break up the place, so that should never be allowed. But if you want to protest peacefully, it is your constitutional right as a Belizean. When it comes to the former BTL employees, as I said Friday, and I will repeat again, we discussed it in cabinet, that we do believe that they will be paid, and I'm told now that that BTL will pay them the severance that was owed back then.
A recent attack on a minor by a mentally challenged person has sparked concern within the Belmopan community regarding what is being done to prevent further incidents with the mentally challenged. Security footage shows a store near the bus terminal in Belmopan where a young boy was attacked by a mentally challenged male, seemingly unprovoked, which left the boy unconscious on the ground. The boy, either preteen or early teens, was leaving the store when the man standing at the counter threw a punch directly at the boy's face. The minor fell backwards unconscious. That incident has once again raised questions regarding the free roam of mentally ill persons who have been captured on camera in recent months attacking innocent civilians. Residents have taken to social media asking what is the plan of action to address this issue, as substance abuse and mental disorders have appeared to be on the increase, resulting in several violent incidents in recent weeks. I hope they do something about that. Belize signs Taiwan partnership to enhance agro-processing sector. More on that when Plus News returns.
So this is how much I work to you then?
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You ought to order.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble? A poor man out there, man. That's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders, they're too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken!
Oh, yeah.
Like you do all of this?
Yes, with builders hardware.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, "And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice." The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly's Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artist coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, O Jah. Tell them that the praise will never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my 2-man army, my Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenly's for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Pemberton. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team. Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carballo and his GCO group. Remember Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus. Rocking on the world, I said.
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio, 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Belizean farmers are expected to benefit from a major upgrade in agro-processing capabilities following the launch of a new multi-million-dollar project designed to cut post-harvest losses and increase the value of local produce. On Monday, February 9th, Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and New Growth Industries, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, and Taiwan's Ambassador to Belize, Her Excellency Lily Lee Wen-Su, sealed the deal for the Belize Agricultural Product Processing Innovation and Incubation Project. The initiative will run for 4.5 years with funding of approximately US $4.15 million. While Belize consistently produces more than enough high-grade crops to meet demand, making it unique within Central America, many growers have struggled to move beyond selling fresh produce. Limited access to modern processing equipment and business development skills have meant that surplus fruits and vegetables often spoil before reaching markets. The new project aims to change that reality by establishing an agro-processing incubation center at Central Farm in Cayo. The facility will introduce updated processing methods, provide practical business training, and connect producers more directly with buyers. Through technical support from Taiwan, about 200 small farmers will receive mentorship to develop packaged and processed goods that last longer on shelves and fetch better prices. At its core, the program is built to support small and medium enterprises by creating new income streams and enhancing economic resilience in rural communities. San Jose Village's water system has received an upgrade through the partnership of the Ministry of Rural Transformation, Community Development and Local Government and UNICEF. The unveiling occurred today. The new water system replaces an aged-out generator formerly used by the village with an upgraded, modernized solar panel system and backup generator. These initiatives are a milestone in the national mandate to provide safe, potable water to every community in Belize. At this inauguration ceremony, Honorable Oscar Rikenya, the Minister of Rural Transformation, Community Development and Local Government, acknowledged the importance of projects like this and how they are the foundation towards building a better Belize.
As leaders, we have to have a vision of wanting to improve the lives of our people. And we don't know it all, but by working with the community, we come to the community and we identify the needs of our community. And by doing so, we can then work together, the government in partnership with very important organizations like UNICEF. Because government alone, my friends, cannot do everything. And that is why the work of development, the work of building a better community, the work of supporting our people, be it in water, in electricity, in roads, in health and education, has to be a partnership with other partners. And today I want to recognize UNICEF, here represented by Dr. Sola, who has been a long-standing supporter, worker, believer in the work of bettering and creating a better Belize for all. We are concerned about you, the students, that we want to make life better for you. And that is why we have put emphasis on water. Because if you have safe, clean, potable water, then the children are going to grow healthy. They don't have to worry about, foreign material. They don't have to worry about parasites in the water that are going to make them sick. They can drink that water with confidence. This project alone, all the solar panels that you see, together with batteries and everything else to power your system, is over $100,000. You know how much? Over $100,000. Today, we have made the addition of that generator plus the fence, bringing everything to over $170,000 invested in San Jose. So you can't say, San Jose, that we left out. We are thinking about you, we are working with you, and we will continue this development together. Right now we will go and drill for Santa Cruz, a backup well for them. Because we don't wait until we have a problem to react. We know Santa Cruz well is running low. We have to build a new well ahead of time, so when it stops giving water, we can then connect to the new well. That's how we work. We have to have vision. We have to plan ahead of time, and we may have to make sure that we are ready when these problems come. And that is why you might say, well, why two systems? You need two systems. We want you to use this because this is cheaper. The solar is cheaper. It's a cleaner source of energy, and it is good for your community. But there are days when we are blessed with a lot of rain and no sun, right? And when you don't have sun for 2-3 days, then you need that backup. Or when something goes wrong with the system, maybe a part burns out or goes bad and you have to replace it, you don't have to wait. You have a backup, press a button, and you're good to go, you have water. That's how we are going to build this country.
Following the unveiling of the system in San Jose in the afternoon, a new rudimentary water system was also officially commissioned at Yemery Grove. Today, the media caught up with the Prime Minister as he was concluding a tour of primary schools in Belize City. The PM visited 3 schools, St. Joseph, St. Ignatius, and Unity Presbyterian, and met with the students and staff.
I came here with the Reverend a few months ago. I had lunch with him and he was inviting me to come and visit the school. And I said, I'd love to come. And so that happened sometime, I think, towards the end of last year. And so about 2 weeks ago, they said, hey, if I'll still be able to come. I said, of course. So I said this Wednesday, and then I decided to be able to go to some other school. So it's something that I enjoy being with children, the joy of being with them, and then at the same time speaking with the teachers and the principals and checking with them some of the challenges that they're facing.
How many schools did you go to today?
I visited 3. I visited St. Joseph, St. Ignatius, and then one in Colette, let's say.
Unity
Presbyterian, right. Sorry, Unity Presbyterian. So those are the 3 that I managed to visit today.
And that brings us to the end of our newscast for this Wednesday evening. Thank you so much for tuning into Plus News. And be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow night when we bring you all the latest updates and happenings from around the country. Until then, have yourselves a lovely night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. God bless.